Okay, we should be live right now. I did indeed, I'm kinda late. I promised the server, if you're in there, it's a private one, but, I promised that I would be live, a little earlier, but, I mean, it's fine, it's chill, it's okay. If you're watching it after the fact, okay, I just played my own video for a second. I'm just gonna copy the link. Just share it around. Gotta get the word out. But yeah, I'm in this hole right now because I don't want to die. Uh, but if I close the game, I'm not sure if it's going to necessarily come back up again. It's what you. Anyways, I just need to do that, and I will be unpaused. But yeah, I'm a little late. I can't see the chat right now, so if you're saying anything, I'll just let people trickle in. Just a minute or two before things really get started. Yeah. Survival test, as they say. I think that should be it. Oh yeah, my server. It's funny that that was the last one I did. It's my own server, but yeah, I guess I'll do those people if they complain. Whatever. But yeah, I'm alive again. I'm alive now. Well, I was alive before, but I'm extra alive now because I have. So whatever. Apparently, it was in slow mode before, so if you had to wait a bit for this things, then I apologize, but I did not know it was in slow mode until like until the beginning of this stream. So yeah, I'm going to be switching versions midway through. So if you guys wanna go get a drink or anything, or just I don't know, have a little break, well, that's the time. I'll probably have a little break in the intermission. But yeah, I have a shit ton of backups for this world because I am a little nervous with the conversion to the next version. And I just said version twice. But yeah, it is not. Wait, I think did I forget? Okay, I'll probably figure out eventually if I didn't share it in Legacy Plus, but if I haven't shared it anywhere, I'll share in the intermission. Yeah, I guess today, what we're going to do in the first half is we're going to okay, maybe not that, but I don't want to tab out right now. That's not a opportune time to tab out, but yeah, I'm kind of being chased. Gosh, everything should be working. Hopefully the time that I was late makes up for the less jank of this one. So yeah. I can obtain stone later. It's just I can't. Well, I can't for a bit. So I guess that's also a pretty valuable resource, but coal is entirely unobtainable until 1.0. So if I ever want to do anything of coal ore for whatever reason, this is the time to get it. This is the one and only time. If I don't get it now, I'll never get it. Yeah. I really can't help myself. This terrain is like, The creeper holes annoy me too much, even though I know it's gonna happen again. Yeah. Have a good amount of stone. Building is kind of difficult in this version. Wait. Need to lure creepers away. Make sure they don't explode it. Hopefully by the end of this stream I can get like at least 50,000 score. Yeah, that seems reasonable. But yeah. I'm seeing but yeah, and I really don't know why right now. And I was really tempted to say but yeah, but I didn't. That's what we call discipline. This goddamn train. I think I should just be able to defeat these guys with my fist, so. I kinda wish I could get their armor, like classic plus. I know that's kind of a dirty name, but I mean that is technically an improvement. It is a thing that improved the game a slight bit, even though it's not really like armor. It just kind of increases your health, and it goes away pretty fast. That's just classic plus for you. And I'm gonna be stuck in survival test for a bit. Or at least until in-dev, so if more features could be added, that'd be good thing. You know, maybe considering my track record, I should check if everything's going fine. Yes, it is. Okay. Guess it'll just be an extra long tree. I don't want to kill creepers at all, even though they are good score. Unless they can be used for controlled demolition. That's the one good thing about creepers in this version. They are good at demolishing things. I'm kind of getting bullied right now. I have like 50,000 backups if it does. If anything does happen, so. Suppose that's just kind of the way of the world right now. I swear to God, this creeper model is bigger than it was. It's bigger than it is later, if that makes sense. I was gonna say usually, but this is a earlier iteration, so. I guess this is usual. Yeah. Suppose I'll enjoy survival test when I do have it, because after this, there's no more testing the survival. I just remembered, in this version you do have the signs, but I don't really want to do that, because I remember when I was trying to convert some other survival test worlds, they had the problem where if I have the signs, they don't really cooperate as well as the ones with them, or without them I should say. So, there's that. Just trick shotted that guy. You know, if I'm trying to get coal, I should probably go underground. That would be a smart idea. Just a hunch, though. Just a little hunch that maybe going underground is a good way to find coal. Okay, I just kind of created a death trap for myself. I didn't know this place was so evil. Yeah, that just burned through my mushrooms. I'm just simply better. I mean, that's just really the takeaway right now. I'm just simply better, and I managed to just win. Okay, I have a lot of coal, not coal, stone, and I have nothing to do with it right now. I guess I could build another bunker. But yeah, fuck's sakes. These things are really prone to jump scaring you. But yeah. I gotta stop saying, now that, like, when you notice you say something, right, it's like, oh no, I'm saying that a lot now, like, and then when you realize that you want to say it less, but then you realize whenever you say it, so it annoys you more than it did before. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad. National tragedy, as some say, never forget. Maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe I shouldn't say that about me. About me misspeaking. And maybe we can forget about that one. It's right next to the bunker, which is very opportune because it's a bunker. Wanna know what you do in bunkers? You survive with them. I don't really know what to do with an absorbent amount of stone. I think I'm building a statue. That's what you could classify this as. Is this how the people who built like the Easter Island heads felt? Like bridging like this? Building beautiful art like this. Survival test is really annoying to me because I don't like wasting blocks. You have to waste blocks a lot in this. There you go, it looks almost kind of like a person. Fat stacks of arrows. That is multiple things dotting the skyline. It's almost like it's not even a survival test. More like a survival cakewalk. Well, technically some tests are cakewalk, but anyways. I said but anyways, but instead of what I was saying before, but which is but yeah. So it is an improvement. And the more I focus on it, the more it just is probably going to piss you off, or whoever is watching. And I probably shouldn't do that anymore. That might be a good idea. Let's goof and a gaff, and a hoot and a holler. That's what I should say. That zombie was so touched from my statue that it started crying. That's why it's looking down at the ground. Might be mushrooms in here. No, yeah, it's flooded. It's kind of weird how in survival tests, I don't know where's the there should be skeletons somewhere that I can get to shoot at me. It's not exactly a uncommon sight, but just have to wait until then before I can showcase it. But basically, if you were paying attention before, you should be able to see that these skeletons' arrows are actually purple or pinkish instead of the usual, well, wood color of my arrows. So that is something, for whatever reason, that was removed, which is actually kind of helpful. And we might have found the only survival test feature that was worth keeping. And everything else just kind of got replaced or has a modern counterpart. It's just removed. So you can count score. Score is alright. Maybe that should have. Well, technically does still exist though. Just no one really cares about it. And I'll only be able to see how big my score is until later. Well, actually I can check it now, but if I'm referring to like, well, after survival test, or after in-dev, I should say, because it technically does still exist in in-dev, there's just no way of gaining score. You still have score if you manage to somehow keep the score value through conversion of like from in-dev to from classic to in-dev. You'd be able to see your score, which is a neat little tidbit. Which I actually tried to, I'm gonna try and do. Try and score, because I think that would be really interesting. And I earned that score rightfully. This whole thing is about not... The reason why it's only survival is about not cheating things in. Not having like debuggy items that are just kinda cheaty. Designed to be cheaty. So, I mean... Yeah, it would fit. I think it makes sense. It'd be part of the goal, part of the awesomeness. That's a very 2010s word, but yeah, the awesomeness. Let me just... This is going to be a pain to build in. Once I am out of the survival test. Okay, I really don't want to be ganged up right now like this, but... Okay. I really need mushrooms. Ooh. I'm living life on the edge, I suppose. I'm just gonna try. Keep my head down until I see a pig. I'm gonna jump it. Who's that? And I don't recognize the name in chat. Yeah, this doesn't have any floor to it. Maybe that should be fixed. Well, hello, whoever you and see your username. I just don't know how to say it properly. Well, hello. I don't know who you are, but yeah, hello. It's a Minecraft survival test stream. It is. It's in the title. It is ancient. Just doing some home renovations right now to my bunker. One of my bunkers. I have multiple bunkers. I have a bigger bunker over Dataway. Mushrooms. My inventory is too flooded for mushrooms. Well, thank you for the for the words of encouragement, I suppose. I didn't really know how to put it at first, but yeah, the words of encouragement is probably a apt term. I don't think I've said this yet, but because I wanted to at least, stream yesterday, and I didn't. This is either going to be a extra long stream, or it's basic. It's going to be similar-ish, but if it's an extra long stream in the middle, it's gonna be like a 5-minute little thing where switch versions, and if it's 2 streams, I'm just gonna switch it in between the versions. I really mean to do that, but I kind of doubt I'm going to get any more coal ore, at least for the time being. I wanted to dust. Yeah, you can say you want to do a lot of stuff, I suppose, and one thing to say you want to, one thing to actually do, and you know, actually in the survival test, the real survival test, as some may say, as I should probably write out an actual description. It might be a smart idea. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm not opposed to the chance of having. Well, I would like to have a pickaxe, but the thing is that pickaxes and items in general don't exist right now. They are just not a thing. So I can only use my fist. And I don't have an inventory. If I try to press E, it does nothing. So what you see is what you get right now. It's a very old version. I'm already getting attacked. Well, I'll eventually get one once the time comes, but I should have plenty of arrows. I can't really blame you for not knowing everything about survival tests, because it is a very weird and unknown era of the game, so it's got to stay that way for a bit. Good thing I have pigs. It is not a mod. This is vanilla. It's very old vanilla, right? Like, to the point that that it is probably going to seem like a mod if you've never played a alpha or something. Yeah. It's just how things were for like a bit. Hit for okay, I'm kind of getting ganged up right now. Yeah. I'm really running low on mushrooms, which is what you'd use to heal, and what also drops from pigs at this current moment, so be looking out for that. I think, yeah, the next version is going to have spiders, so there's not even spiders yet. I think I've seen all of the mobs, or at least, yeah, I think I've seen all of them. So there's not a whole lot. It shouldn't take long. I'm not playing the latest version because that's kind of the point. That's why it's called Ancient Minecraft. It's the old version. I'm playing it because I think it is interesting and I find it fun. As is the reason for pretty much playing any video game, I suppose. Yeah, I'm trying to get a full stack of coal ore because for a while I'm just not going to be able to get it at all. With stone I'll be able to get it relatively soon, but if I can think of anything else that I can't get for a bit, I'll get it now. I suppose I would get more viewers that way, but just kinda do as I please. It is a sandbox game. Believe in the trailer, it says something like, don't exactly, I can't quote the Minecraft trailer, but it was like, infinite possibilities and you can do whatever. And I'm probably horrendously misquoting it right now, but yeah, I'll try and have a good game, which is what. Well, I'm suppose most people should know what GG is, but yeah, it is. Yeah, I will. It is a interesting version. So, and I've gotten close to death a couple of times, and if I die, I have to load up a backup because there's not respawning yet. So, there's stakes to it. There's certainly a degree of not being able to some or degree of. I'd probably just said it right the first time. Yes, stakes. Almost have a full stack of coal. Which is 9.99 currently. kind of doubted there was anything there, but water is kind of relentless in this version, so I'm not going to. Try and anger it. A little bit of compulsive train smoothing. If you know what I'm getting at. I don't know. There's probably a good amount of people that's also watched Selinator. I kind of doubt the overlap is like the Venn diagram is practically just a circle when it comes to viewership, I suppose. I think for the version switch, I'm gonna do it once the stream hits the 2-hour mark. So that would normally be when it would end. Then I would go do whatever. Then voice crack. Then the next stream would happen. We'll probably be finished what I want to do in this version for the time being pretty soon. So I'm not that far away from having enough coal. Really flat area right there. Might be able to build something. We'll see, we'll see. Where did those creepers go? I don't want to destroy all of this good flat land right here, so it's kind of a rarity. There's only so much of, well, land I have. I have to be a preservationist when it comes to it. I have to conserve what I have. Just in case. I don't really want to... Oh, it's actually a very conveniently placed cave. moving out the terrain a bit. Patch into creeper holes. I'll probably eventually come back anyways, because creepers are not very fun mobs at this moment. It's not like they ever are, but they are particularly annoying for the fact that they explode on death rather than, well, not doing that. Suppose I'm just gonna lure this guy away. No, it's just been a very 0.25_05 for survival test right now. I'm kind of running out of things to do after I get all the coal. I guess I'll just hit a score goal. Once I hit the score goal, I'll say okay. I'll just end it whenever. In the next version. But yeah, I'm kind of running out of ideas. I was running out of ideas the last stream, but at least for a bit, like maybe 2 versions. I'm not sure how to manage patches or how I should manage patches, because there's going to be 2 versions which technically don't have survival, but they technically also do have survival in the sense that if you use the plugin, you'll be able to enable survival again. So I'm not really sure how to manage that. I'm more on the side of just kinda, I don't know, there's only so much time to do survival test, and it's finite. It's a very short-lived era. So once I have cobblestone, I might be able to think of something a little bit more inventive than the stone obelisks. Well, I guess obelisk is maybe I should build an obelisk. You know, maybe that is a good idea. That's actually a good idea. Thank you myself. I suppose we all know what an obelisk looks like, because probably. Well, I don't. An obelisk is it's just a very weird word, I suppose. That's all the stone. Maybe I need more creepers to blow a hole in the ground. Maybe that's the remedy. Yeah, this place is probably going to be a creeper death pit for a while. And there goes the amount of dirt I can have. The blue filter in the water looks great. Buddy. Looks very strong right now. Very... I don't know. There's just something different about it. Something that's... It just feels different. Well, I guess the entire game got rewritten multiple times, so the aesthetics are going to change a slight bit from time to time. Maybe I should make some way to get out rather than fill up the death pit. I think what I'm going to do to make maintenance on this a little easier, just make a little internal staircase and I'll patch this up later, but I think I'm going to need it for the time being because I think overall this might be a kind of little bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to just general patching. Or building it in the first place, I should say. Be a little more apt, but yeah. Very obelisk-y. Okay. Right now. I think creepers take damage. If anybody knows this, because I swear to God that is the case. They take damage when they deal damage to you. Because I think that would probably explain a lot. That would probably explain a lot when it comes to this version. At the same time, it doesn't particularly matter. It's not like it's going to be that way for a very long time. But yeah, I think that is the case, thinking about it. Okay, that is a little close call right there. Don't want to ever have my health low in this version. It is a death sentence at best. Well, I shouldn't say a death sentence at best, but it's not a good idea. Not a very good idea. No. You should never do it. Never. No. Or else. I suppose this is probably the way I ought to do it. think... Okay, I have plenty of dirt to keep building up. So I'm going to do that for the time being. But... exponentially. Well, it uses exponentially less stone the higher it gets. Just making my life a little easier. So, yeah, I guess that is a very good thing. Very, very good. I think after that, I have no clue what to do for the very limited block palette I have at the moment. Suppose I just have to think about it. Kind of the nature of not having a lot. Do more with less, but Minecraft hasn't even solidified survival at this point. So I do not really know. I'm a little excited for Alpha. Holy! Oh my god. That was a lot. This is a death pit. Guess I got more stone out of it, but holy. That is not fun. I don't know how to get out of this without that happening again. I think it's a one-way twip. One-way. I was laughing at the way I pronounced that. I don't know why. That is the really stupid joke. Yeah, I don't think I can go any higher. Maybe. Just maybe. No, I don't think that would look good. I think gold would look fine in that, but there really isn't any. Oh, gold ore, but that's gold ore. I don't know how pretty that would look. Let's patch this back up, and wow. It's more of a, like, giant spike in the ground, but I think it looks pretty interesting. I'm rapidly approaching the score of gold that I had. I think I should definitely be able to get to, even by the like, version switch mark, get to the score goal. Especially if, well, once spiders exist, it's a lot easier to get score in general. Also, I might make this a poll on my YouTube channel instead of just the private Discord. Well, it's kind of semi-private, because if I want to invite anybody, I'll probably do so. Regardless, I might start making polls here, see if anybody has any feelings about anything in particular. There's a volley of arrows in the distance. Okay. Did that give me score, or was I not paying enough attention? Probably the latter. And I'm already back up on stone. You can't make this up. I really don't know. I'm gonna make a string, you know. And I can't believe, or I can probably believe that, but we've gotten to the point where I'm making springs. Or a spiral or something. Thinks he's doing something smart, but he's not. Because I'm better. You know, this really is not going to solve the issue of stone. Maybe I could just make an interior thing. Since I will be converting in well, say in a bit, but 50 minutes. Maybe it might be a good idea to keep some stone. I think I need space for cobble. I've done enough with stone. I don't need any more. There's probably, there should be plenty anyways. So I could place down some flowers and I probably have enough space for some stone. I'm maxed out on arrows. Well, I think I've reached the point of survival test where well, things can kill me, but I have enough arrows to the point I can just arrow spam my way out of most things. The amount of food that I have is, like, I could get more food, but I'm comfortable. Not in a bad position. This is going to be a really weird place to go through. Not talking about this cave, but I'm talking just in general. This whole survival test area is going to be a really weird place to go through after a while. Because it's going to be a bunch of creeper holes, a bunch of stone structures just jutting out of the ground. Okay, and hello? And fucking, yeah, that's about it. The creepers are also flooding the world, which is a little bit concerning. Okay, they both exploded. I'm really going to hit 50,000 score in this jank ass version. I'll try and reclaim some of the land. Be like the Dutch. I don't think anybody... If anybody's watching this in the future and it's Dutch, you can make comments about that. But I really don't know how many people are going to be watching this in the future that are Dutch. Unless somebody that's Dutch just randomly decides to join. I was kind of expecting more people on Friday, to be completely honest, but I don't know if... I'm not aware of anything that could be going on to stop people from joining. Oh well, we'll just have to do as we will. The guys are going to give me plenty of arrows back anyways. It might have been a net loss, but I don't give a whatever. I don't know why I'm trying to censor my speech when I've been swearing this entire time. It doesn't matter. If I was going to get banned, I would have been banned a long time ago because of that. I don't think YouTube cares much about swearing. They probably care more about if they can make money. And sometimes swearing gets in the way of that. That should be the last whole vein. Is there a creeper nearby? So that would actually be very helpful in this very particular moment. Well, it sounds like someone or something besides me is here, but I think I'm kind of confused. Oh, I see a creeper right there, so I should be able to lure it. Well, don't drown yourself. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I still cat. I didn't see your message until later, but yeah, I'm going to. You might. I don't know if you, or for whoever's watching. Yeah, I think I said it before that we're going to be updating, like, middle mark of the stream. 'Cause this is going to be an extra long stream, you see. This is a experience. This is not just... So, this is just not survival. This is real survival. I'm damn near done. Both, like, one suggestion that I thought would last the entire stream, and another that I thought would last this for the entirety of this version. Because getting coal is a pain in the ass, and I don't really want to go for the grind. I think it's going to be much harder because creepers can't explode everything in the next version. But I should be able to get like some of the new kind of prettier blocks. And we have a full stack of coal ore. That's the only coal ore that we can have for the entirety of for the good amount of this world until release 1.0. That is quite ways away. There you go. Got hooked a bit in the legs. I think I should probably get something. Like I'm not gonna do it right now, of course, because I have a break in a bit. But I should get something that I can just put up for when I'm on break, when I'm having a little bit of a moment. Okay, luckily that didn't do any damage to me, but I shouldn't be dropping into random blocks of water when that is still a very dangerous thing to do. I like this area, it looks very interesting. Well, maybe I should try and get a stack of mushrooms. That's a very lofty goal. If by the end of this version, so halfway through the stream, if I can get a full stack of mushrooms, which seems to be a lot more doable at the moment, and I should be able to rely off my air reserve for hurting things. So I shouldn't need to get nearly as close to like actual enemies. So I might be able to do that. 50,000 score. Full stack of mushrooms. Just to be completely kitted out for anything else. But I think by the time, if I do the like interim, I guess I can call them interim, but like the two creative only versions that are in between the survival test version. Sleepiness just hit me a little bit. But the survival test version and like the next survival test version after the one I'm going to be playing now, which would be 0.27. If I play 0.28 and 0.29, I will technically, if I break blocks, it'll never come back. But only sheep spawn, so and that's for 2 whole versions. So I'm not really quite sure. You know, I think I'm just honestly going to condense all of that in one stream, and I think it deserves a stream. It just doesn't deserve like as much time as this. This has had a lot of time. I would probably play this more than any other version at the moment. Yeah, I'm still going strong. Well, shouldn't say any other version in this series. There's going to be versions like alpha 1.1.1 underscore 1. No, under 1.1.1, 1.1.2 underscore 1. There you go. Now, a little different. Yeah, maybe that one I'll be playing for quite a bit. But there's certainly, like, every time it's like a major milestone, I might just take a couple days break or something. And I've actually done, even without arrows, a relatively decent job at not getting hit. If I do say so myself. It's kind of the goal right now. I wanna get a lot of mushrooms, and I wanna get score. And if I can do both at the same time, that'd be ideal. Yeah, good. Okay, I think I needed to pop a mushroom there. If I can just arrow spam more, especially if these guys if they give me more arrows, I'm not gonna run out of arrows trying to kill these guys. Yeah, if I can get, I see pink, yep, pigs. Okay, I'm halfway there on the mushroom goal. Or 49, or not technically 49, 49 point something percent on the way there. With the mushroom goal. And I'm getting there with the score goal. And I thought I wouldn't be able to get 50,000 score before the end of the stream. Honestly, maybe 100,000 by the end of this. I know that is going to be quite a long shot, but it would be a very interesting goal, indeed. More pigs, that is a good thing. Very good. I really don't expect to play any more survival test versions more than this. The only reason why I did it this overtime is because the last time I wanted to do the first survival test version, and that kinda something things went bad. So I suppose I don't really want to play survival test for super long. But yeah, if anybody listens to this from the future, where over time they're going to have a very We're going to know. We're going to have the info. The scoop. You know, sometimes you just need to keep things going. These guys should be a good amount of score, but they are pretty dangerous. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. I was gonna flood the cave, but it just flooded this little creeper hole. That's acceptable. Now maybe this creeper hole will never be unflooded again until I get sponges again. I'm not going to have sponges until 1.8. I just kind of realized that I don't think there's probably no other way except with the cheaty methods. It's a little lake now. It's nice. One of these caves had a very convenient exit. Or very convenient in general. That's a good amount of arrows right there. I just got messaged. We'll respond to that in the break. Yeah. Actually, it's going to be quite a bit. Still. Just gotta. Yeah. Good. Someplace. Actually, I may not want to go off of the chat. That would be a maybe non-ideal idea. No, I'm just gonna say, That's close enough. And I'm really starting to run out of things to do in this version. Once I hit all of the goals, like every single one of them, then I'm going to switch versions. I don't want to be taking as much damage as I have been. This is giving me a good amount of score, so it's kind of a double-edged sword there. I think I want to avoid zombies because they're way too fast for what I can handle. A lot of creepers right there, which could be a lot of profit when it comes to the store department. Fuck it. You only live once. As far as we know, unless you believe that we live more than once, then you're entitled to that belief. See, it is, as we would say in the scene, a funny meme. So. Starting to get there. I have a lot. But yeah. Walked in a bit, but yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to hit the mushroom goal. I think I'm just, as I said, probably just gonna end it, end this version at 2 hours regardless. If I hit the mushroom goal, that's a really good thing. But it's starting to look a little less possible. I'm hitting the score goal. There's no way I'm not at this point, but actually exceed it technically. Yeah, this is gonna. I don't know. I was expecting more to happen. I guess it's just kind of how I feel right now. Yeah, it is what it is. Gotta make the most of this version while I still can. Yeah, I think after this, it's just going to be a blitz of the rest of the versions. And the only other goal I have at this point is just getting more mushrooms. I have exceeded the score by over 1,000, which in these terms isn't like a whole lot, but that means I've killed a lot of enemies within, well, both streams, which is a combined 3 hours of just, or 2.5 right now. Will be free by the, like, intermission. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Mushroom Goal. I've been sitting in the same spot for too long and I need to get up soon. It's starting to get a little uncomfortable. Yeah, maybe I can hit Mushroom Goal. I just need to do a little bit more grinding. Try and find some pigs. Setting at like 50 mushrooms anyways is an improvement from where it was at the beginning of the stream, so you gotta think small, not big. Yeah. $50 mushrooms now. Getting there. Getting close to the goal. Well, actually, I'm only halfway there. But you know, you gotta think small. I used to say, gotta think small. Gotta 5 handful of lemons, you make lemonade. Then pretend that you have more lemonade, because lemonade's delicious. I'm a visionary. I'd really rather not fight mobs right now. I'm running low on arrows. Running low on arrows when I still have 40 of them is kind of an inaccurate statement, but there you go. Need the punch. And the pig that I was trying to hunt in the first place despawned. Great. Okay, yep, they're all down there. Not my not a. I'm starting to understand why they made it so passive mobs don't despawn anymore. It's gotta be a lot of silence after, like, post. The VOD, but it's been kind of locked in and chat, and I think the viewership in general hasn't really been active on like the live side. So I've heard that for a lot of stuff, having the episode in the title will actually hurt it. So I think the next time I'm gonna experiment, because I don't know if that caused it or if people are just busy today, which could just be the case. But if that caused it, then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, for the next one, I'm just going to have it only have the title or have the episode name, or you know what I'm trying to get at. I'm gonna have the episode number in the description. Episode name is gonna be something different, so I can. I think it's like nondescript. It's generalized enough that I think it's fair that if you hop in any random stream, you might not have a complete idea of what you're doing, but or what you're watching, I should say. Yes, if you're not attuned to the old ways, the ways of the ancients, then maybe you might not understand, but people usually have Fridays more often off, so I'm hoping for the next section might have a little bit more viewership, maybe a little. Actually, I did play it for 3 hours. Yeah, this version has been played to death by me. 15 minutes left until the interim break, so if you're watching live, or if you were just, anybody is watching now, or within the future, just letting you know. pig right outside the bunker. Got some pigs and inverted pigs. Oh, I'm trying to get some mushrooms, but it's a little difficult when it's the one ticket to having health. And for the rest of the stream, I'm just gonna keep going until I get 100,000 score. Sounds fair. If that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna end it 2 hours. But if I get that, if I get the mushroom goal and that done before then, a lot of this has just been me talking about the stream, rather than actually doing anything. I just haven't really had anything else to talk about. At least for this. Hopefully the spiders are so interesting and cool that their mere existence just elevates the stream to a higher level, in which the viewing experience is just so good that no one can really click off. Maybe it's just the same as the rest of the time, which probably makes sense, but I mean, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade and pretend you have 2 glasses. That's what I say. Also, as a little disclaimer, make sure you never get lemon juice instead of lemonade, because it is a lot more sour. So if you want lemonade that has sugar in it, lemon juice I don't think has nearly as much sugar in it. The more you know. I think lime juice also exists. Oh, there's some pigs right there. I really hope they don't despawn, or else I am not going to be a happy man. I am not. Okay, one of them despawned. There's still one. There's still an extra. There's 2. Fuck. Well, I'm back to square 1 because of this zombie, but... oh, I think it's dead now. There's the pig despawned. Of course the pig despawned. Just off some pigs for some shrooms and go on my merry way. I'm getting there, I suppose. I'm not. I mean, I kind of doubt I'm going to get the mushroom gold before the break. But still have a bit to go, anyways. So You know, I have more mushrooms than I would be allowed to in once the stack size gets set to 64, so I'm gonna have a lot of mushrooms in the next little bit anyways, after I'm done with survival test. By the end of the survival test, it doesn't really matter. I guess having more mushrooms doesn't hurt. Even after they lose all use, or not all use, or if they lose the use, they can use them for soup. After they have the recipe for soup. So let's say bonus. I don't need a break for my own stream YouTube. I need to watch the. I need to watch the chat. I still have the break thing on. Anyways. Oh yeah. I guess 8 minutes to go. Well, I gotta get up after that. Just, I don't know, dude. Stretch out a bit after sitting in this chair for so long. This is going to be very interesting once it's done. But I think I think the earlier stream time that I had, like, I had a good, it was a good time. That was everybody can make it then. I'm not, I have to check. If people are missing it right now, at least, or if they haven't been notified, all of the things of, I don't know, if anybody has any feedback, watching this after the fact, you can comment it, or if anybody managed to join at the very right time right now, go ahead, but they just, yeah. If no one's watching, then you can't really do anything about it, you just gotta improv, you know. Improvise, adapt, and survive, I suppose. This is just a whole stream of me talking about this stream. That's pretty funny. I mean, that's content there. That is exhilarating, thrilling, quite possibly mind-altering. You know what? It's almost to the point anyways. I think I've played this version more than enough. I'm going to start the break right now. I guess I will, for my own, for the sake of, well, yeah, for the sake of this, I'm going to just take a break. So you know what? Yeah, Minecraft. I don't want it that big. I want it like, yeah. Text on. Okay, it's caps lock. It's a little low quality, but okay, I can probably edit that a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute, turn off desktop audio, and I'll be right back after the break. I'm back right now. Let me just turn this off and go back on the video game. Okay. I did use a converter for this, but I hopefully all goes well. I have a couple extra backups of it anyways. Hopefully it's not like last time. Okay, up. And we're in. Holy FPS. That is a really big... I lost a coal block? Yeah, it's whatever. I think what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to place some saplings here and about. Get some more, just to clear out my inventory. That one just instantly grew, which is interesting. Yeah. Forestation instead of deforestation. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should keep up the live chat on my phone. Yeah, it's pretty much just what I needed, was a little rest, little tiny stretch. I'll try my best to get to the goal today. I need like 100,000 score. I gotta try and do something with the couple. But there is a lot harder to just randomly get stuff handed to you in this version. So, yeah. I guess I created a little forest here. I can't build with stone anymore. I have some left, but what I do have is just what I have indefinitely until I get more. So I mean, I just gotta deal with what I got. I think after the score, if I hit 100,000 score, I'll call it a day right now, unless anything interesting happens. But yeah, that's the current goal. That's good, that's good. Getting used to the whole survival test rigmarole. I'm also on, if anybody is watching this after the fact, right now, I'm probably going to be doing a poll sometime soonish, just to see if anybody would be in, like, I'll probably do it every 2 days. I mean, it's not the most consistent thing ever, but outside of like any kind of unexpected things, every 2 days is generally what I'm going to try and aim for. I don't have, as I want to be able to do other stuff. It's more of a kind of fun side thing. If anybody has any ideas, or it's like, oh, well, I have time, but if you have any grand ideas, I suppose, do Nation Fix right now. also, the water is noticeably more light. The light is going through it now, rather than how it was before, where it was technically opaque. Or at least I'm pretty sure it was opaque. It just looks brighter, okay? Get to some more arrows. I can get some new blocks, I suppose. Like, I said that before, kind of, but some more blocks. I'll see what I can do. It's a little hard to build a survival test about it. Feeling kind of boring. Because there's so much action outside. And there's not a whole lot of things to speed up the process. As I've said this before, again, but what you see is what you get when it comes to survival tests. Also, some of you may have realized, most of you probably already noticed, but the version before this is missing, so I had to skip one, at least technically. Just gotta... I think I'm streaming at 30 frames, so I might... You guys are probably not... You guys can definitely see the counter, but you're probably not enjoying the increased, the benefits of it, I should say. I saw not that long ago that they're trying to make a 1000 hertz monitor, or thereabouts. And, I feel like at that point that's a little excessive. I mean, anything after like 200-ish, like 250-ish or something, it's kind of, in my opinion at least, it's a diminishing returns. It's not, like, of course more FPS is good, but it's diminishing returns. You're not going to notice it nearly as much as you would with, like, the jump between 30 and 60. It just exponentially gets a little less noticeable. But yeah, it's interesting stuff, interesting technology, just not necessarily always something you need. It's I guess if you're esports, maybe esports people will enjoy it. I'm not really attuned to that. I love the word attuned. It's a word that keeps me attuned. Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have more frames, I guess, but not gonna do much with it, at least in my kind of case, just because there's not really anything except this that even hits 1000. Like before, those frame rates was just what I was getting. That's just how poorly optimized that was. So, I mean, yeah, it's always good to have innovation. Always a good thing to see new things get made, have changes, have exciting new innovations powered by technology. But is it always most useful to everybody? No, not always. So, I mean, it's interesting. It's not anything. I guess this is kind of how I feel about a lot of tech these days. Interesting, but I really don't see the point in it. apparently people are shorting Nvidia, which is a stock thing. If you know anything about stocks, they're pretty ironclad. The tech companies are all the way up in the stock cloud right now. Some may even say it's a floating spherical. You can't say that word for whatever reason. Anyways, there's a spherical object in the sky that is possible to be popped and that is translucent. Some may say it, but I don't. I mean, I won't believe it until I see it. Really. And if you managed to know what I was talking about, props on you. So speaking in riddles. Guess it's good to have cobblestone. I mean, you can never go wrong with cobblestone. Especially when it looks like this. Looks like it can give you an infection. As I said, I like to live life on the edge. It's kind of my style, you know? I mean, who else would be playing old Minecraft on a work day? Well, is that, I don't know. Friday depends on. Some people don't have the day as work. Some people have the day as work. I mean, I'm gonna get more iron anyways. I think I'm just gonna take the bullet and there goes the rest of my iron. Gotta put it in a more interesting spot, but I didn't. So it's just between me and, well, me. There's some gold. I did this before on like a old survival test world that I did privately. But I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the floor out of iron. So I think it looks nice. It's a very nice kind of polished look to the floor, and hopefully it will look very bougie after iron becomes not nearly as obtainable as it is now. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna need to do something with the amount of resources, because if I just get a lot of iron blocks when iron ore still drops iron blocks, I'm practically just cheating it all in. It's not cheating, but I mean, come on, that's a little much. Just have to say, a little. Looks. I'm going to definitely be profiting a lot off of it if I use it for tools. I'm not quite sure how that sits with me at the moment. I mean, it's an intended feature in the game. So, that was a fast 20 minutes, or not 15 minutes, so just check the clock. If I get on about a rant, I'm a ranty person. Once I start ranting, I rant. I mean, what other reason are you watching this than to hear somebody just talk about random baloney? Is that why to use baloney, or is that just because that's just an epiphany I had? Or is that why baloney is used for like something that's like kind of made up? Jarvis. Jarvis, pull up linguistic records of the origins of baloney as something that is false. I think what I'm gonna do. It looks a little. I mean, it works. I had a pretty big expansion of what's actually available to me at the moment, so I think that's worthy of this. I don't really see. Okay, I'm jinxing myself if I say that one. You can probably guess what I was about to say, but I built a little tiny castle. A little fortress. Okay, I was just checking if I had audio on, because I had the audio muted for when I was like while I was stretching and stuff. Stretching and stuff sounds way too nondescript. I just went out and got a coffee to try and energize myself, because I kind of felt a little tired of the stream, but I can keep going. I got the strength. If I use, I don't think I have an. Oh, that was a mistake. I don't think I have enough to do like a. I want to do like a stone band around it or something. But I don't think I have enough stone to do it for the entire castle, and this is kind of like just a way for me to get a lot of cobble in one area, so I guess I'm gonna use wood for the floors. I think that makes sense. Dare I say, dare I utter the words. This until now, it's been relatively peaceful. These guys only break dirt now, so it makes my life a little easier. Harder at the same time, because I kind of used them as explosives, but also a good way to get score up. They give 200 now? Okay, I'll accept that. I'll gladly accept that. I think it might actually help if I get a schedule. Like I just post at times, and yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. I don't think it's gonna offend anybody. Even in the, I say that like it matters, but it does a little bit. But no, I think it would help people get to be like, oh, I know exactly when all of these things are happening? I didn't mean to shoot you, pig, but I will kill you for your shrooms. I also have my skin now, which is nice. I can be myself again. Let me get some. I was silent for a second. I just kind of was focusing on what I was doing, but let me just get some stuff here. I don't know if I said this in the stream before, but I did I just lose my train of thought? Oh, okay. That's not. Anyways, I'm gonna refine, and I know I said I was gonna refine stream schedule before, but I think for today I'll end it off at 3 hours because it turns out I don't have as much time as I originally thought. And I am starting to get awfully tired of survival test at the current moment. So I'll do like an hour of this, maybe next stream. Like this has just been this has been a very janky stream. Like at least on my end, not like technically, just to kind of. I have been very directionless on what to do, so what I'll try and do, get to the 100,000 score maybe. But yeah, don't want to disappoint. I've been probably talking about it the entire stream. I'll next time half the. No, I'll do half again. I just think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew when it comes to streaming. I just haven't really got the. I haven't got the whole thing down yet, so we'll just see. I mean, I don't want to make any promises or break any promises. Yeah. It's just a Minecraft stream, anyways. I'm not doing. I don't think anybody's too heartbroken about it, even if they are watching after the fact. Yeah, I just content dryness. It's not a good thing to have. Not a good thing to not know what to talk about when the entire point of the thing that I am streaming is that I talk with it in the yeah. Actually, let me check. Let me check real quick what's going on, because I might just put my foot in my mouth a little bit. If I can get these spiders away. This is fucking clusterfuck. Holy moly. Also missing terrain. PNG thing. Let's go check real quick. Okay, I shouldn't have used. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I might be putting my foot in my mouth a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So here's the deal. I don't have the time. Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, it's been, it was a regularly, I didn't advertise it being a double long stream, which I probably should have. But in the retrospect, that saves my ass, because turns out, surprise, can't do that. So I'm just going to, what I'm gonna do, probably just do a full stream of this version sometime eventually. Stick with the 2-day schedule. See if I have an extra day just to do this. Solidify things. I didn't want to break that promise. But yeah, fucking things come up. I didn't expect that. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, because I was hoping to be alive for a little longer than I did today. But, I mean, I hope I had a couple good rants, and I didn't just talk about the stream the entire time. But yeah, next time, I'm going to institute a lot more of those plans, and I don't want to do the fake out of a double long stream, and I don't do it. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. If I have extra time today, I will try and make it up back then. But yeah, have a good day. I will try to have a good rest of my day. Yeah, see you guys, or have a good rest of your day if you're watching after the fact. And yeah, do the engagement things, and goodbye.